It's emerged that a case of unexploded phosphorus bombs discovered in Gloucestershire could have been hidden by a secret volunteer network preparing for a German invasion. The idea has been put forward by a man who remembers them being buried. With more, here's our Gloucestershire reporter, Steve Nibbs.
Despite being buried during the Second World War in Birdlip, the ferocity of the phosphorus bombs was all too clear as they were taken away by army disposal teams. But just what were they doing buried on this building site in the first place? Well, a man who knows is Bob Townsend. As a 14-year-old, he was taken on to work in the builder's yard that was on the site, and remembers one day a man called Ivor James, who was a member of the Home Guard, digging a hole.
During our break time, I said to him, "What are you digging that hole for?" And he said, "We got some army surplus stuff which the government don't want anymore, and I've got to bury it." I didn't realise what it was until they were talking about a bomb the other day. I thought, I know what that is. Working there all them years, we've been walking over it, and thinking, wonder we hadn't blew ourselves up.
But the story doesn't end there. Our investigation takes us over the border to a secret training bunker in Coleshill. It was used by a covert volunteer force set up by Churchill to sabotage the enemy. And there's a theory that the Birdlip bombs weren't actually surplus, but were instead being stored by Ivor James, ready to attack any invading troops.
If they were issued for the Home Guard, they were placed there, and we know it was on a corner, they were placed there to be there for an ambush. We know that the auxiliary units were issued with the AW phosphorus bombs, so there is quite a high possibility that the guy that found these or planted these bombs, there could have been an auxiliary.
But we understand that he was part of the Home Guard, but could that have been a cover?
Yes, a lot of auxiliaries used Home Guard uniforms as cover. A few of them were recruited through the Home Guard.
Now, further proof that the auxiliaries might have been involved in the Birdlip bombs is contained in this innocent-looking countryman's diary from 1939. It's actually a secret manual for explosives that were issued to the auxiliary unit. And in here, if we look, is the AW bomb, the self-igniting phosphorus bottle. And if we look inside, it says uses as a fire and smoke grenade in the ambush of vehicles, and a warning that you should store the bottles on the floor of your dump, not on the shelf, as they might fall off. Of course, it could be that the Home Guard were innocently trying to get rid of the bombs. But a secret army protecting Birdlip with some phosphorus bombs stashed underground? Well, surely that's a much better story. Steve Nibbs, BBC Points West, Birdlip.
Now, what was your journey to work like this morning?